All right, let me give you some pointers on dealing with the bookmarking iMacros. Okay, there's 4 of them, and obviously you already know how to install it. Plus, it comes with the bookmarks CSV file. Now, if you're one of those people who jumped right to this video and don't know how to install it, well, go back and look at some of the earlier ones because I go over all this. The 2 ones are for signups, basically broken down to captures and no captures. Obviously, no capture means one click should get you through all the signups that's on there, theoretically. The next one has captures, which means you're going to have to jiggle with it a little bit. And I also mark up certain little exceptions to the rule that you should know. As an example, for Propeller, Propeller is going to send you a password. You can't enter your default password. Delicious prefers Yahoo logins, etc. An example as Propeller, which is a sort of a pain in the butt site to do. It's got high PR, so it's worth dealing with. Propeller will be sending you its own little password, like this. See it? All right, then when we get to the bookmarks iMacros, basically no capture means I'll just one click will get all my data up there, and it's about half of them. The other one is obviously with capture, and let me just show you what that looks like. Same deal, Propeller, right? I mark it here. Don't forget to change your email password to whatever your default is. Now, as an example, let's say you don't want to do that. You say, okay, fine. I'll just live with their password. You could do this. Take their password. And I know that right here, this is the password tag. Just paste it in like that. You can also do this for emails. Let's say you wanted different emails, etc. for all your logins. And there you go. As example, Propeller needs a manual click on the button. I don't know why, so let me just show you that. And let me just hit this. I'll take it right from the beginning. All right. Also, I have it set to, by default, the timeout is 60 seconds for iMacros, and I've changed it to 30 seconds, and I'll show you that in a second. Normally, I'd fill in a capture. All right, good old Propeller. The deal is, what can prevent the page from timing out? Here you go. Here's a good example. See how it's slowing down? Right now, I'm looking for. It's trying to upload twing.com, so an ad is slowing this thing down. Notice how my countdown now. It's coming up to 30. Okay, it made it. And what that means is that because a Propeller is looking all over the internet for the different ads from different servers, it's going to wait until everything's loaded before it'll continue to the next step. And that can prevent, or that can cause this iMacro from timing out. And that basically means it'll just keep going and not post any data and go to the next one. Propeller needs a manual sign-in like this. I don't know why. It just does. See, and now I'm signed in. And then from here, I hit continue. See, bing, 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 bing. Still a little bit of a pause. So the trick is not to freak out over the stuff. It's just, it's just wait, wait, wait. Most sites will just tear right through the stuff. All right, so you notice here you go. Bang, okay, now it just made it. That took 18 seconds. And I would have filled in approve and submit and all that stuff. And I set the timeout here to 30 seconds. It's a little bit of new code here. You can just delete that and go back to 60, or you could just comment code that out like that. 30 is a pretty good one, so that way you're not sitting here chewing on your fingers. If a site is just offline, you'll just be going nuts waiting, for it to flip through all the different steps. So 30 should be a good one. All right, now there are a lot of iMacros here, and at some point you're going to have to be changing these, just because things evolve, and eventually these sites will do something different about the login procedure, and you're going to have to tweak it. And as an example, let's go to like mix right here. So instead of having to run it from the beginning every time I want to test this, let's say for mix, what I can do is this. This is the little trick that I do. I create myself a blank, basically a test I have a test macro. And I go here, it shows up here. I throw that into the text editor. And I don't have to look at this. So now I have these two. I've got my test macro, and let me paste in my default stuff at the top here. All right, now if I said, all right, I want to deal with mix. Let's say something's changed. I copy that out, paste it here, hit the save button. This is ready to go. So now when I do this, I just hit this. And now I'm just logging into Mix. Mix also wants for me to manually click on the button. I don't know why. And yeah, see, there you go. As an example, this has a different password. I've been changing the stuff up around. So as an example, okay, let me see if I can tweak it. That's the password. My old password was this. And you would basically be doing the same thing for any kind of code on the page. And will it do it? Oh, hooray. Yep, see, and now from this point forward, I hit continue. Again, Mix is another one of these sites that makes it hard for you, but I know Google loves Mix. You'll see Mix show up as a backlink in your webmaster tools, so it's worth it to crowbar this thing into through the process here. And this obviously required see, I've already done this, but there you go. And then what you would do is, let's say I like what I did. My newly updated macro can then be placed back in. Bang, just paste it in. See? And now basically I've updated it. So there you go. That's how you basically adjust or alter the update the iMacros as the world throws poop in your direction.